Hey Sag, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. Now, this is going to be your August mid-month spread. This will be from August 15th to about September 15th. So for those of you that have been wanting a personal reading with me, I do have the wait time down for anywhere from 1 to 2 days. Right now it's about 2 days, but I'm working. Okay. Once I get the mid-months out, then I'll be able to focus more on the readings, okay? You have the Two of Pentacles that popped out. So there may be a lot that you're trying to balance in life, or you could be trying to make a decision between two things, two people, two job offers, okay? So let's see what is going on for Sagittarius. And I hope that you guys have been surviving this retrograde, okay? I believe this will be over September 5th. Okay. I don't talk about astrology too much because it's something I'm just delving into and learning a lot about. So if you guys in the comments want to shed some light on what's happening for your sign, I'm learning and everybody else will learn. I love that, okay? I love it when you guys do stuff like that. Okay, now here's your energy. So before, the Two of Pentacles popped up, where it's you guys having to find balance between two things, but now you're really like at a standstill. Okay, I feel like you're between a rock and a hard place just trying to make a decision right now. We do have the Eight of Cups in the reverse, so maybe it's someone from the past that now it's like, fuck, do I want this? Okay, and it could be someone that you're still passionate about, but you're unsure of whether or not you want to move forward. And if it's not someone from your past, like in a love sense, it could be like a job offer from the past, just something from the past coming in. Now let's see. The first card that you guys have for your past is the Devil card. Okay, so you could have been dealing with a Capricorn, or you could have been in a situation that it was just extremely toxic. Okay, where you're listening to what your ego needs and not what your soul needs. Okay, Seven of Cups. So whatever's happening here, it's very toxic, and there's a lot of illusions around this. So there's no sense of clarity here. There's a sense of having to, refocus and reprioritize what it is that you were doing in the past. Okay, we have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So something that was toxic that you may have seen illusions over, and something that ultimately made you unhappy. Okay. So the next card you guys have is the Wheel of Fortune. So definitely a big change. So you go from, feeling unhappy about a toxic situation to things moving in the way that you need. Sometimes things that happen for us that are really, really good for us, they come packaged as shit. Okay? So sometimes, we feel bad about things that happen, about people we lose, about opportunities we lose. But when that door closes, you realize that there was a golden door behind it that you would have never seen had it not closed. Okay? Temperance in the reverse. So your life is, it moved on from the situation, but you still feel a bit unbalanced, although there is a good change for you. Okay? The King of Pentacles. So you could, some of you could have been dealing with the Earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, but things progressed well, but you're just unbalanced. With the King of Pentacles, if you guys are taking on this energy here in the past, you're coming to a place that, you had illusions about something, and you're just trying to stabilize yourself and become solid in what it is that you want to do moving forward. Okay? But there's still that sense that you're still a little bit bothered about how things, played out. Now, the next card you have for your past, and the last card that you have for your past, is the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is all about frustration, petty arguments, bickering, back and forth, people feeling like they have to prove themselves to others. Okay? And it's like you're realizing that something you had invested your time in was a waste of time. Okay? And maybe that was frustrating to you. Okay. And this could have been something that had you in your feelings. Okay? With the King of Wands being in the reverse. And with the Hangman up in the reverse, you're just moving forward from the situation, even though there is a huge sense of frustration that you wasted your time. All right, now the King of Wands in the reverse, he's usually somebody that is, promiscuous, somebody that has like affairs, someone who abuses their power. For some of you, this could be you, since, you know, the wands is your energy. It could be you or someone with fire in their charts that is being unreliable, that maybe is talking to other people. But I'm just getting the feeling that you're just in your feelings about something that didn't work out for you. I don't see anything that has to do with promiscuity here. Okay, maybe just somebody who's unreliable though. Now, the first card you have for your present moment is the Three of Pentacles. So if this is within business, this is you building business, this is you working well now with your coworkers, you know, having the same goal in mind and all working together to, you know, achieve that goal. If it's with love, then this is you building with your partner. All right. Now, there's something unexpectedly good that's going to come in here, or that has come in, since this is your present moment. And it's something that you feel like you could work with, that you could build with. There's light being shed on something that maybe you hadn't seen or known before. And this is going to be something very good that takes you to a higher ground, that takes you to a higher place. So I see, you know, a good, solid partnership coming in here, whether this be with business or someone that you're talking to on a romantic level, family member, whatever this could be. But I see it as being unexpected, or it's unexpectedly going well. Now, the next card you have is the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords is all about disappointment. It's all about heartbreak. Okay. All right. So things take a good turn for you, you know, where you're moving to a higher level. But either you or somebody else is disappointed by a new start that's coming into your life. Okay. And with this new start here, you're cutting out what's not serving you, what's not necessary. There's a sense of frustration and disappointment here about this new start. I don't feel that it's coming from you guys. Maybe it's coming from someone that you're dealing with. Because, you know, with the Seven of Wands, this is people being all in your shit, you know. This is just someone asking who, what, when, where, why. And it's like, who are you to even ask me these questions? That sort of feeling of frustration. But something's getting cut out. Someone's getting cut out. There's a new start happening here, but someone's going to be disappointed. Okay, but there's something that's unexpectedly good coming into your life. So maybe if it's romantic, you guys were talking to someone before, but then someone unexpected came back. Maybe it was someone from the past, or maybe, you know, because I did show up as well. And it's kind of like you switched up, and you may have gone towards what you felt was going to be the better option, and it left somebody disappointed or heartbroken. Okay, it could be the same with work. Okay, maybe an unexpected offer came in, and then you're telling your job, like, sorry, this ain't gonna work, and they're just like, fuck, and they're just disappointed in you, but it's a new start for you. They're just frustrated. Okay, always do what's best for you. But for some of you, this could have been a third-party situation, like I said. So with the Three of Cups in the reverse, it's either a third-party situation or like extreme isolation, not going out. And there's a new start happening here out of this three-party situation. One person's being cut out, and the other person, it's a go. Okay? That's how I feel. I feel that you guys are narrowing it out, and you're cutting out what doesn't need to be there. You're cutting out the weaker link. Now, the first card for your future is the Judgment card. And for those cross-watching, I don't mean that you're the weaker link if you're the one getting cut out. Okay? I just mean that this person is going towards whatever they feel is going to be better for them. Okay? So, just put that out there. I love you guys. Both cross-watchers and Sag. Alright, so the first card we have for the future is the Judgment card. The Judgment card comes out, you know, I feel when everything is on the table, when you see things for what it is, when you see a person for who they truly are, and it's like, okay, you see, you know, A through Z with this person. Now, do you stay or do you go? And it's time to make that decision, okay? And you go. That's what you do. This new start, whatever it is that you want to start, you think that this is, you know, God-given. You think that this is the universe handing it to you, which with these cards, it may very well be, okay? Yeah, I do see a third-party situation ending, though. Yay! That's always good. Let's focus on one person. That's always fun. Okay. Now, moving forward, we have the Knight of Wands. So this is you guys just being very, very passionate about something that you're doing in life. You know, going on a path that you like, feeling passionate, feeling good, feeling strong. And there's burden that comes here. So you're feeling good, but it might just be a lot of work, especially if this is a new opportunity within work. You're feeling good, and the Ten of Wands is just could be a lot of work, but that could be a really good thing. Money coming in, you working hard, making an honest living. Yeah, because you're just in manifestation mode. This is one of the best readings I've done for you guys in a while, so I like this a lot. Good stuff, guys. Now, the next card you have here is Page of Cups. So love coming in, something unexpectedly good where you may have to cut out somebody else, but I do see it working out for you well. Yeah, something you go to with speed. And with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, this person takes you to a better place. Okay, this person, they bring you from a place of where you could have felt rejected, or you could have felt that you were at a loss of some sort, whether it be financially or just emotionally. And they bring you to a lighter place. So this is really beautiful, guys. I think that this retrograde is going to serve you well. Okay, yeah, we have the Five of Cups in the reverse. So this is awesome. You guys are coming out of any sort of pain, any sort of anguish from the past, new beginnings. It might just be a little bit of hard work, but, nothing in life is worth having if you don't work hard for it. Okay, that's how you really enjoy things, if you put in hard work for it. This is beautiful. All right, so let's see what is going on in terms of your advice for the month. Okay. What is the advice for Sagittarius from from August 15th to September 15th? What is some advice you could give to Sagittarius from August 15th? Okay. We have Eagle. Communion. Alright, so let me see what this is about. Alright, and I'm using the Earth Magic Oracle cards by Stephen D. Farber. Okay. Here, the man and the eagle make contact through their eyes and spirits. The man has performed a ceremonial calling to Eagle Brother, who now comes to him as a familiar friend. It's an intimate relationship between human being and feathered being, one of both spirit and flesh. Yet, it's ultimately this deep spiritual kinship that connects them, formed from their recognition of the sacredness of this bond. Eagle spirit is often associated with the highest and noblest, encouraging us to let our spirits soar. Through this communion, we know that we can touch the sky. We know that we can be more than just two-legged creatures clinging to the ground. We're intimately related to all of life on the planet, and it's through communing with any expression of life that we realize how vitally connected we all are. Whenever you experience a heartfelt communion with some physical expression of life, plant, animal, human, or anything else, it is only then that you can truly feel how your life force is similar to the life force that is all around you. It is only a matter of differences in form. An essence is articulated into the physical world in a multitude of ways that is the same in everything and everyone, although it manifests in various shapes and characteristics. This essence of spirit emanating from the core of all things. Communion with nature is essential for you now. Take some time to do an open-eyed meditation with any nearby animal or plant. Relax your body as much as possible. Breathe consciously and keep your intention on the life form you are communing with. After a few moments, you will notice a sense of boundaries dissolving, a melding of the I and thou. You may even receive messages or impressions as you find yourself in the flow of unspoken communication. So this is really powerful. Just looking at your reading before, I just feel that you guys are in this place of growth where it's like, especially looking at the last few months, there's just a lot of confusion, I feel, especially with emotion. So now I feel like you guys are finally sorting things out. And for most, Sagittarians that are watching this, I feel that you've already done this process where you've kind of taken a step back and it's like, okay, well, what's going to be the best thing for me now? And life is unexpected sometimes. I know that sometimes we don't mean to hurt people and we don't mean to be malicious towards anybody. But, life can just throw something good at us sometimes and we don't expect it. And I think that that's what happened for the majority of you. You could have been, in a certain situation, maybe with a job or maybe with someone, and then you get this offer and this person is awesome and you didn't expect it. And there's someone who's going to be disappointed out of it. But you know, as long as you're being honest with yourself and as long as you're being honest with everybody else, I think that that's the best thing. And you know, if you hurt someone else, as long as you're honest with them and you told them that this isn't going to work, I think that you can forgive yourself and just walk away from the situation, because it's in the best interest for everybody. It's better now because you're moving towards something that you're going to be very, very passionate about. That's going to be very, very good for you. And you know, the person that you had to leave behind, it's also better for them because now they get to find that same feeling within someone else or within another situation. If it was a job that you're walking away from, you know, if they're upset, they'll find another worker. They'll be fine. So I think that this is beautiful, and this is actually the best reading I've done. And I love it because you guys usually get a lot of shit. You know, you've been going through shit the past few months. So I love it, okay? And I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for watching this reading. Now, again, for those of you that do want a personal reading, I will leave everything in the description, so feel free to contact me. If you do need same day, as of right now, get the emergency option. But in a day or two, especially once I'm done with the mid-month and some other readings I want to do this month, I should be able to do same day. So just contact me if you do need an emergency reading to see which option to go by, to see how I can help you with that. But I love you guys so much, and you guys are so awesome. And if this does resonate with you, please give me the thumbs up so that I know. Take care, Sag.